Good morning to all. See, this is the information related to measurement of wavelength of X-rays using Bragg's X-ray spectrometer. Here, to begin with the glancing angle theta, for the incident beam, it is kept very small and then gradually increased at each position of ionization current indicated by the electrometer, which is proportional to the intensity of reflected X-ray beam. Here the intensity of ionization is measured for different values of glancing angle theta and graph, that is intensity I against theta. The form of curve obtained are shown in the figure. See, from the figure we can observe that peaks A1, A2, A3 refers to X-rays of wavelength lambda 1, and those peaks, another peaks correspond to like B1, B2, B3, which refers to the wavelength lambda 2, and glancing angles theta 1, theta 2, theta 3 corresponding to peaks A1, A2, A3. Here represents the orders 1 n equals 1, 2, 3 of different maxima. Similarly, peaks B1, B2, B3 represents the three orders of wavelength lambda 2. And if D is the Bragg spacing of the crystal used and for the nth order Bragg's reflection. Here Bragg's law condition, we know that n lambda equals 2d sin theta. Here for measuring the wavelength of characteristic X-ray of any target material under study, X-ray is allowed to fall on the face of a crystal of known Bragg's spacing D at small glancing angle theta and intensity is measured. Here the experiment is repeated for progressively increasing glancing angle, and graph of intensity against glancing angle is plotted. Corresponding angles are theta 1, 2, 3. For different orders n equals 1, 2, 3 etc. respectively are noted. For example, for first order n equals 1. Here 2d sin theta equals n lambda. If n equals 1 means 2d sin theta equals lambda, and n equals 2, 2d sin theta equals 2 lambda, and n equals 3, 2d sin theta equals 3 lambda. Here the average value of lambda gives the wavelength of X-ray. It should be noted that multiple peaks in each order of the spectrum should correspond to different wavelengths present in the X-ray beam. By similar calculation as described earlier, all wavelengths can be determined. This is the how wavelength can be measured with the different peaks. And another important formula is Moseley's laws, which means in 1913 he made a systematic study of the characteristic radiation using 38 different elements from aluminum to gold, and his conclusions are characteristic X-ray spectral lines belong to two groups, is K series containing K alpha, K beta lines of shorter wavelength, and L series containing L alpha, L beta lines of longer wavelength. Unlike optical spectra, which contains numerous spectral lines, the characteristic X-ray spectra are much simpler and contain only a few lines. The characteristic spectral lines are of the same type for different elements, except that wavelength varied with atomic weight. Lambda decreases as atomic weight increases. Here you can define the frequency of a spectral line in X-ray spectrum varies as the square of the atomic number of the element. Means nu is directly proportional to square of the atomic number. See, this is mostly loss. This is only 2 marks questions. See, you have only in 2 topics in this unit like NaCl and KCl structure. Remaining part is almost completed.